Hello, everybody. Welcome to my weird, wonderful world. And it is my Sunday live. I don't go live on Sundays very much, but because it's a long weekend in Canada, it's Family Day, so that's the holiday we're celebrating. So, Chris, I'm glad you showed up for sure. I kind of left you a message saying I'll be going live in about a minute or two. I won't be long. Well, I'm live now, so hopefully some other people will join me soon. But I know exactly what I want to talk about right off the bat. I do want to mention things about my last two videos that I put out there. I think those are really interesting videos, and I like them. I like those videos. I watched a couple of them back again, and I'm loving the responses I've been getting for those videos. So that's all good. No, I only got one person in here watching at the moment. So every time you're live, I'll be here if I can. That'd be great. That'd be great. I like interacting. I'm just hoping other people will show up. I I wanted to post. I wanted to have this scheduled a lot earlier, but again, sometimes I don't know until certain time if I'm going to be able to do it. For that day or not. But it's yeah, I'm going to be doing it as often as I can. I can't remember exactly the last time I went live, but yeah. So the first thing I want to talk about a tiny bit is that the second to last video I made with the Star Trek. The, yeah, so my stream should be better, but because I'm going in on incognito mode with my computer, and that usually shuts off everything else that's unnecessary for going live. So I'm hoping that it doesn't it the stream goes well. But as soon as I had seen with the well, as soon as I seen that they included Samuel L. Jackson in the Star Trek universe, that's the first image that made me want to make the video. But then as I watched the video more and I seen that strange blur man thing that they passed by, that made me want to make that video even more. And yeah, I'm proud of that video because I think it shows exactly the problems that AI has. So I'm here to answer anybody's questions. I know there's going to be quite a bit of questions. Star Trek? Yeah, um yesterday I made two videos yesterday. The first video I made yesterday was AI, the cast of Star Trek, the first four series, from the old series to Next Gen to D Space Nine and Voyager. They showed pretty much all the characters, like the young and old, and they using artificial intelligence, and I hate it. I don't like it at all. Hello, Ethan. Thank you for showing up. And anything you guys want to ask me, especially about my last two videos, that's kind of really what I like to talk about if we can. So I watched it. I thought it was Star Wars for some reason. Scrambled my brain because, well, Samuel L. Jackson was in Star Wars. He, played Mace Windu, but he was never, not once, in Star Trek. No, the AI mistook Avery Brooks for for Samuel L. Jackson, and I find that is just telling. How about the stupid copyright to YouTube stuff? Yeah, I could talk about that too. Yeah, as I put it before, when it comes to copyright, YouTube doesn't understand the concept of free of a fair use. Because under fair use, when something is being done up as a parody, if it's done up oh, I want to talk about this stuff too. Yeah, for the Pink Floyd, I think you need Animals, Wish You Were Here, and Adam Motherheart. Oh, I'm sure I do. I'm sure I do. I'll talk about that in a moment. I do want to get into. I'm going to be here on. I'm going to be going live for about 2 hours again. But I like to give you guys a chance to to ask me what you want. So they lash out at the very people promoting their products for free. Yes, 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 exactly. That's no, that's exactly the right way to put that because you're getting free publicity. They don't have to ask a spokesperson. Look, getting your product, getting your album or your band promoted by Rick Beato or the professor of rock, for example, it's doing you a service. Yeah, still, even though I have it in incognito mode, I'm hoping it helps a little bit. Even when I put everything in incognito mode, I don't think I have anything up. Nope, I don't. So yeah, yeah. Let's see. Beato has a legion of lawyers behind him, though. They're working overtime, and they're working overtime again because it's not YouTube per se, as they set out these damn scan bots, and it's the scan bots because it's artificial intelligence. That's you're using artificial intelligence to try to sift through human characteristics, human interest, the human stuff, and it's not recognizing it. It doesn't know when you're promoting it or when if or if you're using it as your own. If you're and this is the example I like to use. If you're using it as your own, if you're passing it off as I created this, and you're not giving any credit to the actual artist that actually did it, then yeah, it's stealing and it's not right. But when you're just showing like a portion of it, 1/6 of the song, that's what I think it should be. I think you should be allowed at least 1/6 of the song, and it should not be a problem because you're especially if you're talking over the song, if you're actually giving your oh yeah. So just okay when he just or the 2 hour interview with David Gilmour, that was a great get. Yeah, great guest because they didn't copyright an interview. You can't copyright an interview. I love the guests that Rick Beato gets on his channel. I think they're even the couple of celebrities that Larry Graves had interviewed and I've been watching a lot of the of uh, what's the name of the channel again? It's right on the tip of my tongue. Classic album review. I've been liking his channel a lot, and he's been getting some pretty interesting interviews that I think are pretty cool. So yeah, I like these interviews with these great artists that's giving their side of the story, and you hear some of them say that they don't agree with the YouTube copyright things. That they think that they should be talking about music and spreading the love of music. That's what I like to do. That's what I want to talk about. So, okay, about let's talk about my last video with the albums I want to keep or not keep. Oh, I love Trout Mask Replica. I'm really loving that. No, I've been a fan of Larry Graves since the beginning. It's just always a bonus when he's extra nice to me. But he's just a really good person, and I feel honored. I feel honored always being in, being friends with him because he is such a great guy, and the his acceptance, it's acceptance too that really I really like the interview Rick, especially the one with Bobby Krieger. I really like that. I didn't see the one with John Densmore yet. I'm gonna have to check that out. But the one with Bobby Krieger was excellent. Hello, music and cat lover. Excellent, excellent for you to show up. See, now I'm getting the usual gang getting in here. There's a few others that I'm expecting to show up. My friend Robert might show up a little bit later. That'll be awesome. So, when I was asking on my last video whether or not of what the Pink Floyds I should get or shouldn't get, I know there's a lot of great Pink Floyd stuff, like especially the old stuff. I still haven't really looked at what their catalog exactly is, so that's why I'm a little bit asking you guys because I know some of the newer stuff probably might not be as great. Because I know for example, oh wait, and you were worried about folks showing up. No, uh, at first I used to be, but not anymore. I know I've made some fans and friends, so it, but what getting to my what I was saying with the Pink Floyd. Well, okay, with when it came to the Who, for example, I love all of the stuff from the Who, and then I wanted to start collecting some Who stuff, and I got their one of their newest albums, and I thought it was so disappointing. Not at all what I was expecting. There was nothing really good about it. It's the one that has the word detour on the cover. I'm not sure if that's the name of the album itself, but that's what I call it. The Detour album. It came out just a few years ago. It was terrible. It was terrible. It was such a disappointment. And so I want to be spared some of those disappointments. If I don't have to get a certain album from a band, I'm not. But I love so much music that e- even though I still could get stuff. All right, let's keep continuing here. Rick did a dual interview with both Bobby and John at the same time. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Okay, I do remember the Bobby somebody interviewing Bobby Krieger. Yeah, I do remember somebody interviewing Bobby Krieger, and it was maybe not Rick Beato. I don't think it might have been Rick Beato. I think it might have been somebody else who interviewed Bobby Krieger. But I'm gonna have to check out the that interview. Absolutely. Yeah, this is what I'm needing to know. I need to check the post Waters Pink Floyd. Uh, okay, okay. See, that's because I love I love Sid Barrett stuff. I love yeah, his I should really check out his solo stuff too, eh? So sad, crazy, happy, disjointed. Love Sid. Yeah, me too. There's something to say about his psychedelic work that I like. I think that's some of my favorite stuff. Like this morning, I played when I got up. I played Far Side of Dark Side of the Moon again. I played that because I do love it. I do love it. If you're going into that, if you never heard it before and you go into it think not, there's nothing heavy at all in it. It's very atmospheric, very moody. There's it because when you're laying in bed, it goes a little quiet for a minute or so, and then the bells start, and then I'm like, ooh, kind of wakes me up a little bit because I was just about to fall back asleep because I'm laying in bed as I listen to it, and it wakes me, and it bing bong bing, it wakes me up, and I was like, that's good, and then I'm pretty much up for the rest of the album to and taking it all in, and I like it. I do like it. All right, and this album was called Who. Yeah, yeah, I like it. and find it okay. Actually, I find one of the best songs on it was a bonus track. One of the bonus tracks was the only good song that I actually enjoyed from it. I ended up getting rid of it. That was an easy purge because I played it at least twice, and I knew I wasn't going to get into it. It was just a bad song. So, oh yeah, hopefully I'm back. It's going to probably pause on you a little bit here and there, but anyway, we'll keep going for like I said for another 2 hours. I think Sid only had two solo albums, though might be wrong though. Oh, we'll find out. I'll find out. I'm gonna look into all this. Of course, I'm gonna look into more. I just thought it was a decent little question to get you guys involved, and yeah, oh, hello, B Some. Hey, Morris. Hope everything is well with you, brother. What Pink Floyd albums are you going to pick up next? Peace and much love to everyone in our weird and wonderful world, Billy. Thank you, Billy. Um, I think I will focus on getting, of course, "Wish You Were Here," "Animals," and some of those other ones. I do want Pulse. I do want there's other. Is that an album? But I need to look into it more. I really do. Sid's solo, Madcap Laughs, Barrett, and Opal. Opal was more of an outtakes. Okay, it doesn't really matter if it's good music. If I sample it and I enjoy it, I am going to. I guarantee I'll get it. I know Pink Floyd, and everything I have so far, I really do love that I have them. I love that I have all those. But I knew there was going to be more to get, but I was wondering if it's actually worth getting everything of Pink Floyd. What I want to know most is there any, even if it's just a couple, two or three, is there anything that you think I should avoid? Do you think that these are kind of terrible? They're really kind of not worth picking up. Save your money. That's kind of the because there's stuff I know I have to get anyway that I want to get. I probably will still even pick up some of the older ZZ Top. And I had gotten into a discussion with my good friend Robert. He, of course, he's from an older generation. He grew up with and loving the classic bluesier ZZ Top. But when they hit the 80s and they got into the synth stuff and that's what I grew up on. When those the two albums that I have of Eliminator and Afterburner, those videos got into my head, and that was my. It really depends on how a person comes to discover a band and how their impressions of it the first time. Sometimes when you're getting into a band at that present moment, it's kind of hard to go back and appreciate the older stuff because it's not what drew you in the first place. Unless most you have to live it. You have to kind of live it to really get it. That's kind of the way I see it. And since I wasn't in it in the 70s and only discovered ZZ Top in the 80s with the videos, that's where my that's where my sensibility went. Okay, let's continue. So I would personally say getting everything by Pink Floyd is worth it, even the final cut, which a lot of people dislike. Okay, no, I take your suggestions very seriously, and if you think it's worth getting into, I will. I will. It'll give me things to talk about on my channel, so that's always a good thing. All right, let's continue. Cool, brother. Lots of great Floyd albums to choose from, although their discography isn't that big. I don't like the final cut, so me personally would avoid that one. I'll tell you what, I'll listen to that because that's pretty much. the one album that most people can agree upon is the most divisive. So I can use that one as a gauge whether or not to, if I want to get it or not. But I'm pretty sure I'll get everything else. I'm pretty sure I will. I can't tell you definitely not this or that album because there is always a few good songs on every album. So true, so true. And yes, someone after Recycler were good and heavier. Really? Again, I'm gonna have to probably look into it. You know, it's weird because when I saw Larry Graves do his video and when he said that he had gotten rid of all his ZZ Top and that he likes them, but he won't get them because it would just sit on a shelf and not be played. I actually do play. I have played those some of those ZZ Tops a couple of times, and like for Eliminator, I have a DVD with the videos. I have the videos. Whenever I'm a big video guy, I grew up mostly on Much Music, so when I can get something with the videos in it, I'm there. I am there. I mean, the reason why I was so excited to get even this Michael Jackson Thriller 25th anniversary, because it has a DVD. It has a DVD of all the of the videos of Beat It, yeah, Billie Jean, Beat It, and Thriller. I got all three of those videos on here, plus the legendary moonwalk from that performance of the Motown 25 years, yesterday, today, and forever performance. Best videos. All right. So, okay. Oh, come on. Sometimes it takes a little time to get onto it. I didn't want to hide it. I want to show it. Come on. There we go. Okay, that's a good way to look at it, brother. Always keep an open mind. Always. You have to have an open mind. I'm never gonna unless I know for sure that this is I love this and I don't like this. Like I'm for sure about Backstreet Boys. I will never own a Backstreet Boys, and I'm sure that I love Tool. I still would love to get everything in Tool. I still would love to get the one thing I'm missing in Tool that really is a prize would be a prize for me is getting the salival box set thing. The, of course, with the DVD or if it's Blu-ray, I love a Blu-ray, but it has to have with the videos and the concert, the whole kind of packaging. That's what I really want. And Larry also banned Justin. Yeah, it's true. He did. He did. I mean, I'll never get rid of. I have Aqualung, and I actually enjoy Aqualung. I was surprised how much I enjoyed it. I always liked that title track. I that was the pretty much the only song I knew of Jethro Tull before I even heard Aqualung. So I still never really played that Thick as the Brick. I have heard other songs, but the only one I had liked from my previous excursions with Jethro Tull was, of course, the song Aqualung. My brother had gotten from a friend who gave him a Jethro Tull DVD of videos and stuff, and we both watched it, and we were not. We just something about it turned both me and my brother off. We were just not getting into it at all. And then people were praising Aqualung, 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 and Thick as the Brick. And who knows? I might eventually get into Thick as a Brick, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'll give it a chance. I was never a huge Jethro Tull fan. Yeah, there's a lot of it that I don't know if I like. I don't think I'm going to like. But I was actually happy, and so like, I was pleased that Aqualung was actually good, and I actually kind of liked it. So I'll keep that one for sure. Oh yeah. What? No Backstreet Boys? Yeah, never, never. my least favorite genre of music. I think it is. I have to say, boy bands. Boy bands is my least favorite genre of music out there. I can't. I really can't stand it. I will never like a Backstreet Boys album too. Just awful. But each to his own, I guess. Also, I adore Tall. Oh yeah, I can understand why people would love Jethro Tull. I have nothing, I don't have anything against that, but just something about I don't know. I think with my brother, it was the performance. It was a performance of the what we find silly, and it turns us off to it a little bit. And I know it has nothing to do with the music exactly, but it's the leg. It's the leg. Like when he's playing the flute, why is that leg up and out like that? It looks ridiculous to us a bit. But hey, people are into it. People are into it. To each their own. All right, let's continue. Uh, Come on, it's taking so long to transfer. There we go. Tony Iommi played for Jethro Tull for a very short time. He can be seen in the Rolling Stones Rock and Roll Circus. Oh, okay. I did not know that at all. I would be interested in hearing some of that work. It's because I like Tony Iommi's playing for sure. So yeah, that'd be interesting to hear for sure. Excuse me, I do have a bit of the sniffles, but sorry. Excuse me. You just have to wipe that off a little bit. Okay. We were talking Floyd solo. Roger Waters, Amused to Death is his best solo LP. I got to see him play The Wall live a few years ago. Awesome. Oh, that would be cool. That would be awesome to see. So if I'm willing to listen to anything from Roger Waters, Amused to Death, yeah, that would be the first place I'll start then. So Amused to Death is great. Jeff Beck's guitar work on it is awesome as always. Yeah, I'll check that out. Yeah, absolutely. And okay, yeah, is like a musical hobo on stage. He does kind of look like a yeah, like a musical hobo. That's pretty accurate. And he can have some crazy, especially in the early days. He has some crazy eyes when he's playing. Like where you almost see all the whites of his eyes and on top is he can be crazy. But I don't know. His performance turned us off. Jack Beck rules that LP. I need to get more into Jeff Beck. Hopefully, there we go. I don't like when I see that little my screen goes blank for a second, and well, at least I'm not smaller. I'm much bigger because I put my computer in incognito mode. It I had to redo the live thing. It was weird. It was like when I went back onto StreamYard because through on incognito mode, I had to reset everything just before I had to type. I had to set up everything all over again before I could press start on the stream. It was a little bit yeah. I didn't like that. A bit of warning about Muse to Death. Roger singing on that album isn't for everyone. Hence, I'll be sampling it first for sure. And hey, your new mics sound better. It does sound. I do find it sounds better. Yeah, it works pretty good. Well, it has to be pointing towards me, of course. but but yeah, I keep it just right here on the side. I get a little bit. It's a little propped up, so it's right directly at my mouth, so that you can hear me. Mhm. Yeah, yeah. Singular, Mike. Yeah, I gotcha. It's all good to me. And haha, so true. My internet is shocking because I live on an island on the west coast. Yeah, you were saying that. You were saying that sometimes you can lose connection on your signal because of that. Ooh, somebody new. The The Killing Feels Able. Yeah, you're new to my channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us here, and I hope ask me some questions. I hope to entertain. Now, I like to kind of I want to go circle back to that Star Trek AI crap. Roger's lyrics on it are typical Roger, a bit wordy at times. It doesn't. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Well, again, I'll let you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. Brian. Oh, so that your name's Brian? I'll call you Brian. So, yep, for sure. Mhm. Absolutely. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate. I appreciate all the support I get. We need to support the smaller channels. That's why I like to support when I'm not working, when I'm not busy. I try to show up at other people's live streams. Anytime I get a chance to check out Larry or even go on with Larry, I will. I definitely do. And so yeah, we need to support each other. We need to support the little channels. Like I said, I was going to get back to with the Star Trek AI stuff. Why does that bother me so much? I think that video made that point. The second I saw Samuel L. Jackson, the moment his face showed up as Avery Brooks, that did it. That did it. I was like, "Oh my gosh, no, this is too good to pass up on a video." I'm surprised it didn't do as good as it is, as it did. I thought something like that would take off. Loved your Star Trek AI video. That was hilarious. It is. Like Blur Man, that blurry man, that when it panned over and you're just a weird guy sitting there, you can't make out his features. That's that's the AI having a weird brain fart. That's like when because it makes it almost look like the AI is kind of thinking in a stupid way. That it's like here there's this weird little thing in between this these two characters and these two characters, a single character sitting there looking weird. That yeah, that just like ah I don't I yeah, I just don't like it. I just don't like it. I just don't like it. It bothers me so much. So but funny, it is funny. Stupid, I watched that video at least. It's only like 6 minutes, less than 6 minutes, but I watched that video at least 5 times because it just boggles my mind. It boggles my mind and it makes me laugh. If for that particular, for only that reason, only that reason, have I listened to the new Megadeth album yet? Have I? I bought it on opening day. On opening day. There, my screen. I hate when my screen goes blank for a second because I know for those moments you're probably not getting the full what I'm saying, and it shouldn't be doing that. I should be incognito. I'm in incognito mode, so nothing else is going on with my computer. Smash the like for Brother Morris. Yes, thank you. I would really appreciate that. And apparently their last. It is their last album, unfortunately. When well, I think it's okay. If they did a great job. I will be getting every single one of their albums. Absolutely. And I can't believe I haven't started really getting all their stuff right away. I've neglected them a little bit too long, and so I want to get all their albums for sure. This is for me. This is just as good as their early stuff. I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm really getting into it. I still want to play it more. So yeah, it's super good. It was worth getting for a Megadeth fan because I love those first albums. Those first 5 or 6 albums. The- Of course, those were the main ones when I grew up on, especially Peace Cells. I believe it was Peace Cells that really got me into Megadeth in the first place. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Peace Cells who's buying the video. That was the very first video I seen of Megadeth, and they put them on the map. Videos, videos were the main source in the 80s. In the 80s and early 90s, Much Music was my source. That's how so many bands that I love today is because of Much Music. Oh yeah, the Violent Femmes were on tour this summer, and Ween is lining up dates for the spring summer. If if Ween comes close to Moncton and they're affordable enough, and I got the money, I would love to see them. I would love to see them, and the Violent Femmes are good too. Yeah, I like them. Oh, here's Doug. Thank you, Doug, for showing up. Excellent. As you see, Doug down there is a moderator. As I and if you notice, B Summit, I made you a moderator right away. I need to make I need to make Chris a moderator. Can I do that right now? I don't think I can. Yeah, I want to make see me. Yeah, my screen went blank again for a second. I hate that. So here we go. W- We're about we're about in our weird and wonderful world. Do you live? Oh, I live in Canada. I live in a little city called Moncton, New Brunswick, and it's a okay right now. The temperature would be about maybe -1 or 2, with the wind chill being with the feel being at like Celsius minus Celsius right now. That's what I'm. Yeah, it says -1, but I know the wind, like the feel yeah, about -7. Ooh. Yeah, yeah. Once I get the chance, the next time you're on here, I will. Well, wait, so slow sometimes. There we go. Woohoo! Yes, yes, you will be a moderator. Oh, you showed so much enthusiasm. It's like I cannot not make you a moderator. You have to be a moderator for sure. That's how much I love you guys out there. When you interact with me, I think, and I see that. Yeah, when I know you're a cool person, I will. Very beautiful country up here. Canada is a beautiful country, but very cold. It can be cold, but it's not year round. When spring and summer comes around, it's going to be nice out, and I'm going to be doing a lot more filming outside. 100% for sure. Dude, thanks so much. Cool. Yeah, yeah. No problem at all. And haha, New Brunswick. That's funny. I like that German. That's good. Yeah, it can get pretty warm in it gets pretty warm in Canada too. It can. During the summer, we can get up to like I've seen it up to 33, 34 degrees with the humidity Celsius. Like yeah, when it gets to like 30, 33, 34 degrees Celsius here, that's pretty that it gets pretty hot. It can. Our side conversations tell more of each of us than anything. It's true. It's true. Especially me and Chris, because I do have Chris on Facebook. He is a friend of mine on Facebook, so I can have conversations with him there, and with a few others. You can always friend me if I know who you are, and you can always friend me on Facebook for sure. It's the same name, same profile picture. That does not change. So you can always look me up there, and I'm most likely any one of you guys here. I'll make you. I'll I'll okay your friend request. But I don't just friend anybody on Facebook, but some of my wonderful subscribers and people to referrals to that I like you. Okay. All right. Anything else you want to talk about? I love that question. I love that you asked me if I had this or not because I have over I have over 800, well, about 850. I need to do a new count. I have 850 CDs, albums. When it comes to actual individual CDs, it's well over 1,000 for sure. But albums or yeah, I do have quite a bit. Like even though this is only like this ventures here is only four discs. There's eight classic albums, and I count each single one of them separately. The- this is 8 albums. So when I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I do count them as eight. All right. So February 8th, I took my girlfriend to see a tribute to Queen. Oh, concert called Absolute Queen. But the Florida band called School of Rock really surprised me with covers of Judas Priest, MC5, etc. Mm, that sounds cool. School of Rock. I'm sure the Absolute Queen would have been pretty good. I'm April 2nd in Moncton here on at Capitol Theater off of Main Street. I'm going to be seeing a tribute band to Tool, my favorite band. They're called Parabolus, and I think they're going to be wonderful. I've seen a little bit so far. 676, quite the devil's number. I guess it would be, eh? It was up to 678 that I had since lost a couple of subscribers. Um, I live in Scotland, which can get cold too, but Canada can get much colder. But have heard it can get nice and warm too. We'll reach out to you on Facebook, brother. Oh, absolutely, for sure. Yeah, look forward to that. You're such a different style. It's welcoming. You're welcoming. Congrats on 676. Well, thank you very much. And but speaking of, wait, I'll get back to this. I'll continue in a second, but getting back to this in a second. I have over 1,000 videos. Okay, 1,000 videos, and I'm only at 676. While that stars thing there for that did the AI for the Star Trek thing that I posted yesterday, they have over 100 they have over 100,000 subscribers and they only made 11 videos. 11 videos. Like really something so fake and so again, they prey on your nostalgia. They prey on your nostalgia and they take advantage of it, and that bothers me. That bothers me. All right, how much music do you stream these days, brother? Only when I need to. I might check out something on Spotify. I'm using it for my CD exchange with Larry and Robert. Robert on my turntable. We're doing a CD exchange on Larry Graves' channel. The two top ones was from I. That's what I got from Robert. I got the. I'm going to be listening to Sloan, Moved, and Whole Celebrity Skin. I spelled it. I spelled it. It's two E and so that's not correct. So and then from Larry, he wants me to react to the Velvet Underground and Donovan, which I have already. So I'm using Spotify for that. I'm using Spotify to check out stuff that I don't have that I might want to get. I gave four Robert to review. I gave him Blur, the Magic Whip, and for Larry, I gave the Raconteurs, Consolers of the Lonely, and the Resolos. Can't stand the Resolos. So I'm curious to see what they think of that. I already yeah, my connection is not the best, right? It's weird because I'm in incognito mode. I should be it shouldn't be bogging down as much. I don't know why it does that. All right, well let's continue. So, do I have any MC5 mores? I if not, I need kick out this. I love that song. I have a cover song of that from the presidents of the United States of America. But I would love to get some MC5s. I don't have MC5s. That would be a band. I like them, so I would want to get that. The songs were Judas Priest Breaking the Law, Led Zeppelin Rock and Roll, and MC5 Kick Out the Jams. Yeah. Yeah, that would have been awesome. That would have been awesome. So, and we're talking, of course, let me go back here. We're talking about, was it this? Nope. Oh, where was it? Oh, right here. Yeah. Oh, wait, no. Up higher? Oh, yeah, right here. That's where it is. You're talking about the band School of Rock. School of Rock. Yeah. Yeah, I'll check them out. I'll be checking that out for sure. So, and Lou Reed, Perfect Day. Yeah, I'll be getting in more to Lou Reed. I like his stuff. I need to listen to come on, come over there. Oh, it's so slow. Everything's going so slow. Okay. Have you heard of Al Stewart? Yes, I have. Year of the Cat. I need to listen to that. I don't think I've really heard that. I see the cover and I know of it, but I don't think I've ever really heard it. I'm gonna have to check that out. I am gonna have to. All right, let's continue. Yeah, just keep sending me more comments. I love answering whenever you have some. So guy right now, like whenever I think about it, it just enrages me. And so yeah, um, the tribute to the tribute band to Queen was from Switzerland. Oh, cool. Okay, yeah, a good cover. I know there's a couple of ones from Floyd, Pink Floyd tribute bands that are being highly talked about, especially from my good friend Robert. He's been mentioning a lot about that. If I ever get a chance to see like I think there's the Australian Floyd, Pink Floyd, and there's a Floyd tribute band. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing Parabolist that Tool tribute band. I think they're gonna be awesome. Yeah, same. I do prefer physical copies of albums. Sorry, have lost your connection for a sec. Or yeah, no, it's not just you. It's my signal too. I can see it when I'm looking at my screen of myself. Every once in a while I see it go blank, and with that little circle thing in the middle, like it's trying to find s- my stream. So hopefully I don't cut out too much on you guys. All right, Fastway from Canada, weren't they? Fastway, I like Fastway. Um, I need to listen to more Fastway. I know I remember liking them. They could I could look it up. again went blank. Yeah, I am the Canadian authority. I guess I am. They are good, and I need to look more into them. I see their album, and I keep wanting to pick it up because I think I like. There's a song called "The Way." Uh, there's the video song that I like from them, so I probably will look into them. Brit Floyd, yes, Brit Floyd. That's the other one. I need to really check them out. Sent you the pic of me holding VIP Brit Floyd's pass watching your video. Oh, okay. Yes, yes. Oh, all right. Uh, so tribute and yeah, I've never seen a tribute before. It'd be my first tour, and of course my favorite. I'm definitely my brother to see that, wouldn't you? It's the closest he's going to get to seeing what I went through with my Tool concert because I saw Tool twice up in Montreal. They were awesome. They were awesome. This concert, ooh, I gotta, yeah, that sounds cool. So come on, come on, there we go. The concert was for free, but the band consists of a young singer, a great drummer, bassist, guitarist, keyboard, musician. Yeah, yeah. As long as they put on a good production, it doesn't really matter who they are. If uh, a a good sounding artist is a good sounding artist, regardless if they're big, small, tribute band, or whatever. You know, if they sound good and if they play well, I'm gonna I'm gonna like it and continue here. Come on, move over. Yeah. Did I check out that Tron soundtrack by Daft Punk yet? No, I have not. I know I'm gonna like it. I do want to get more Daft Punk. I mean, of course, I have homework just because of the world, but I love the whole thing. I do when I do play it, I play the whole thing. I just don't play just around the world. I'm one of those people who chance I get, I always prefer to play the whole album rather than just separate songs, unless for work. Unless for work, I have my tablet here, but I'm gonna show you something. Even then, when I set up my tablet, yeah, you need to see this, okay? Yeah, oh yeah, you're gonna be able to see that, hopefully. Now, say for example, I put all my black on here, right? For the kind of that stream thing. So hopefully you can kind of see this, right? So with the black keys, I have it in, and I don't want to cover up my mic. Here, I'll put it on this side here. Okay. Now, when it comes to well, yeah, the mic's kind of in the way a little bit. Right. Okay. When it comes to the black keys, I put them in chronological order, year order. So, but I want them all in a row. So I number them from 001, 002. So, but that's the first album I have. I have a fresh, thick freshness. And then as I go, it's all together. That way, but it's in order of album order. Like all the songs are in order, but I don't have to change my the whole point is I don't have to change the music. I just can just listen to the whole playlist of all the songs, until like when I get to when I he- like when it gets to 043 here, that's the first song for the album Brothers. So when it gets to there, I know that that is Brothers that's starting. I don't like to be interrupted when I do have like a playlist of all different stuff for different things, but like yeah, I put full in order full discographies in a row. So, and but then I also have separate albums too. But even those, if I'm going to put something on there, especially like a bunch of a band, yeah, I will do it that way. Get rid of that, and just to show you that, forgive me for a second. My light's blinking, and that means somebody's trying to. Oh, nope, it's nothing. Good, that can wait. All right. So now I can concentrate back on this again with you, wonderful people. How about Little River Band? Not an original member left. They use the name, and none of the original members can tour under that name. Oh, I remember the Little River Band, of course, growing up. Never really got into them that much, but I know I enjoy them and probably would like to get some. But that's terrible. That's terrible that not an original member left. They used the name. That's kind of what happened with what was the Guess Who, right? With the Guess Who, they that but then there was a big lawsuit and now they have their rights back, but that's terrible. Ah, that's terrible. I don't like that. I don't like when certain bands do stuff like that. I respect tribute bands. I prefer when they don't try too hard to look like the actual members. A lot of Beatles tributes are unnerving for me to look at. Yeah, that would do it. Well, I'm kind of hoping in many sense that when me and my brother go see that Tool tribute band, I do kind of want them to be as accurate as possible. I think I think it would be nice if they can give me the experience that I want for that. Some other bands, I would want them to do it more their interpretation rather than to do it exact. But I think for going to see Tool, I might want them to be more ex- exactly like the band. But that's just me. It depends on the tribute band. The best experience was when they did Kick Out the Jams. I was getting into that. Yeah. It's a great song. It's a great song. That's awesome having all those tunes in the same list. Great playlist. Yeah. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Because when I'm working, I don't want to have to look at my tablet every 45 minutes to change the album. If I can get them all playing in a row, or sometimes I'll mix it up so that it goes from different album to different album. You know, I always like changing things up every now and then. Yeah, the early stuff, Little River Band early stuff is really good, and John Farnham is a great singer. I remember really liking them, so I need to re-familiarize myself with them for sure, for sure. Like when they sued John Fogerty for sounding too much like himself. At least he got his catalog back finally. Yes, thankfully he got his catalog back. I think that's ridiculous. How can you change how you sound? If you sound, your voice is your identity. And why they say no, your voice is the identity of the band you were in. That that is ridiculous. That is ridiculous and unfounded. No, I think that's silly. That's silly. Sorry to have head out into the world to walk my doggo. We'll try to get back before the stream ends. Oh, you still have a full hour. I'm planning on going for one more full hour. So if you don't come back in time, it's fine. Just I love that you're taking care of your little doggy. Pets are so important and so wonderful. Yeah, if you're gonna spend some time with your pet, absolutely. Many thanks for making me a moderator and for the awesome stream. Thank you very much. Excellent. Yeah, no, go have fun with your dog. You know, if you can enjoy the outdoors instead of staying in here and watching me, yeah, absolutely. I noticed when I saw your heap in the 70s, they did Gypsy. All the artists fits to the rhythm of music. Yeah, yeah. Why when you, when a band is in a groove, when they're in the zone, and when they have a great connection with a band, it's magical. It's magical when when they can really get into it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I get that. I hear you. I definitely feel the music should be accurate or at least a worthy interpretation. Yeah, I think so. I especially if you're going to see a now I saw a little trailer of what to expect for my brother actually found it and showed it me of what it's going to be like to go to see that Tool tribute band, and I'm pretty happy because the light show looks very similar to what Tool does, and the like the whole stage production, and the singer actually sounds enough like Maynard to to get me excited. So I'm really looking forward to it. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Do you listen to music files via YouTube Music? No, nope. I basically it's everything that I ripped onto my this portable drive. This is a 2 terabyte drive, right? I got all every album of mine ripped to this, plus everything that my brother has. So it's not just my catalog in here; it's mine and my brother's catalog. So there's like maybe over about 2,000, maybe up to 2,000 albums, or at least 1,500 albums on here, like full albums. There's a lot of music on here, and it's not even half full. It's not even half full. Plus all of my videos and thumbnails from my videos are all on here too. So there's a lot on that, and it's only half full. But I transfer that to that, so I get pretty much the closest generation I can to the CD as possible. So no, never. The only time I use YouTube is when I'm here. I don't use YouTube anywhere else. I try to go directly to the source. Oh, it's his bladder that is the one wanting to go out. I'll be here till the end, brother. Yeah, I get, I get you, I get you. Yeah, it's the black. That's funny. That would be my thing. Musicians can play Tool. No one can sing or have the mannerisms of Maynard. No one. It's it's true. It's not going to be exact. There's not. It's going to be a hopefully a decent enough. Even if they even as long as it's over 50% accurate, I'm okay with it not being exactly the same. It's going to be good enough. I'm sure. I'm sure I'm gonna enjoy it immensely. And so that would be my thing. Musicians can. Oh, come on, get on the next one. There. Oh, come on. So slow. Oh, there we go. Also, when Black Sabbath played their music in the 70s, all the audiences raised the peace sign. Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. You meant the way you play the files. The screen you show looks similar to my horde on YouTube music. Ah, yeah. I guess it would look the same, but no, it's just just my music files from my rips. Um, yeah, I used to use Spotify to play my files, but for some reason it stopped working without the internet. Makes no sense. Yeah, that's weird. Why? Why do they always you have to be connected to the internet to do stuff? Especially like I used to love playing video games in the past with the where you just put the game in the cartridge. You don't have to hook up to the internet. You just play the campaign as it is on the disc. But now everything is so integrated and connected with the internet for everything. They really like want you to be dependent on it. They want you to depend on that. and it's not good. I don't like that either. Everyone would be looking at the singer. Well, the singer is usually, yeah, it's true. It's true. Now, if he does the Maynard thing, that sometimes what Maynard does is he'll go in the back and he'll hide in the shadows as he's singing the songs to the back of the screen. The first time I saw Tool play live, that's what Maynard did. It'd probably be the most accurate thing they could do. The if the singer doesn't look enough like Maynard, it doesn't matter. It's not about the stage show, the screens in the back, the lights, if there's lasers or whatever. That's gonna be the and we're far enough back in the balcony that I don't think it's gonna matter. It's the illusion. It's the illusion. I would be. Oh yeah, exactly. You'd be looking at the zinger. Yeah, me too. Most often, but I'm there for the experience. I'm willing to sit there in the balcony and kind of squint a little bit, just to, just to fulfill more of the illusion. Of course, I'm kind of joking a bit, but you get the idea. So, right, obviously, streaming would require internet, but why should my internet storage be locked to that? E- Great question, exactly. And I don't think it should be. I think once you once you have a file that's separated, that you should be able to independently play that without having to be connected. No, it's just their way of keeping track, I guess, and stuff like that. So I do the same as you, ripping CDs to MP3 or a file. Yeah, I do it to MP3. I rip everything to MP3. That's the way to go. It's the best quality for me. It's just the right size and everything. I can put so much on there. Let me see. You notice if you see Cheap Trick, as fans, we put thumbs up. Each band a certain trait. Yeah, Cheap Trick with the when you're going to see Black Sabbath, when you're going to see Dio, when you're seeing certain other rock bands, you're going to get so many different different sensations. Me, one of my favorite contrasts between certain audiences was when I first started getting into up in Montreal, when my friend started really getting me into Rush, the band Rush. There was 2 different shows. At first, the first show he had showed me, okay, the first real concert I seen of Rush was Rush in Rio with those beautiful, you know, the beautiful people of that country. And when they're playing their songs and that, they're singing along, even to the instrumentals. They're singing to the instrumentals. The whole audience is a big crowd. It's like a wave of people bouncing, and it's lively and full of life and full of splendor. The next show I see, Rush does their 30th anniversary thing in Frankfurt, Germany. In Frankfurt, Germany, they're cheering, but they're like a concrete floor. It's like a concrete floor. All you see is the occasional hands going like this. There's some cheering in that, but compared compared to the Russian Rio, it was day and night. It was day and night. Like like the contrast was just so striking to me, and I had to point that out to him. I go, "Wow, look at the crowd! The the people in Rio, they were alive, and a wave of people." And then these other people, they're a concrete floor, just raising fists and so much subdued. Yeah, of course they're cheering, but they're so subdued. Let's see. I've been I've been in a few bands that played Tool. No singer ever really hits Maynard's level. Of course not. Nobody can ever match Maynard. Maynard's the king. He's the king. I think he has probably one of the widest range of vocals I've ever heard any singer have. He can pretty much do it all. Maybe not as much nowadays, because I know nowadays he does have his limits. But back in the day, Maynard could do no wrong. But I worship Mr. Chancellor. Justin is such he was such a great addition. For me, he solidified that quartet. He made Tool so much better. Don't get me wrong. I love Paul Demore. I still love those two first uh, Tool albums. But Justin Chancellor has that. He's just perfect. He's just perfect for Tool. He brought the prog. He brought more. Yeah, I think Justin Chancellor's playing brought Tool more into the prog area than the two previous albums did, for sure. Ah, Brazilians. They're some of the most beautiful people on the planet. We'll get to that comment there. Yeah, they do. They take their music very seriously, and why wouldn't they? I tell you, the humanity I seen in that Russian Rio crowd was so was so like heartwarming and just so exciting. They're playing YYZ. Russia's playing YYZ, and you can hear the crowd. "Da, da, 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 da." They're singing along to an instrumental. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah, my so is my good friend Robert. He's a bass player too, and I'm sure he appreciates the good. I'm sure if Robert was really able to listen to some Tool, my friend Robert, if he could listen to Tool and hear how special that bass playing is, and Danny Carey's drumming, of course, they are so talented. Uh, It's so funny when I say that my and I still love him so much, but Adam Jones is my least favorite player in Tool. It's mostly his band. I love his videos. I mean, he's much better at directing the videos and doing the videos. And I mean, his music is really. I love his playing. I still love his playing, and he's perfect, perfect. I wouldn't change a thing. I would not change a thing about Adam Jones's playing. But he's yeah. Compared to everybody else in the band, he's the least weird. It's weird, but don't get me wrong, I still love him. Much more technical and less angsty, more technical. Yeah. That's what you should be. If you're going to be a bass player, you should be technical. I think technique and being and playing well is better than just playing hard and fast and and that. I don't know if you've ever answered this question, but who is your favorite guitarist? That can change. That can change. I don't know because I love Steve Vai and I equally love Steve Vai and Joe Satriani. Although I think Joe Satriani probably more now than before. It used to be more Vai, but now it's more Joe Satriani. But then again, it's so hard to say. There's so many great guitarists out there. I mean, okay, because they're more guitar oriented. They do more guitar oriented albums and stuff. But when it comes to with a band, oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't know. That's hard to say. I would have to think about that. Yeah, I don't. I have to think about that. It's so many good ones. There's so many good ones. So yeah, that's a difficult question at the moment. I thought it was funny when Styx did a free concert, Brave New World. I put my thumbs up, and James Young put his thumbs down. What? Why? Oh, that's weird. Why would he put his thumbs down? James Young put his thumbs that. No, I mean Styx is good. I mean I love that Lawrence Gowan is singing for them. I need to listen to I need to listen to that newer. There's the newer Styx album that was exchanged to Larry. Yeah, it was part of the uh, the CD exchange with me, Larry, and Robert. And I'd be interested in hearing that new Styx album. I definitely would be. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm sniffling again. It's starting to build up again. Yeah, I got a little bit of a cold. I do apologize. Ah, I should mute that. Ah, disgusting. Ah, there. I should be back. Good for a bit. I love Adam's work on Terminator 2. Yeah, yes, he great in that. Nightmare on Elm Street. He was in that too. He did work on Jurassic Park. Yeah, he worked in the Stan Winston Studios. So I I'm very familiar with that, of course. Gilmore, yeah, yeah. Listening to Dark Side this morning, I was really appreciating his playing, how atmospheric it is. Yeah, he could be up there. He could be up there. I still need to give Jeff Beck and Jimmy Page and so many others credit too. There's so many great guitar players out there that just has certain, I don't know, technical prowess. Buck Dharma from Blue Oyster Cult yeah. I keep hearing a lot of people love it. I need to listen to more Blue Oyster Cult. The stuff I do have that I listen to, I like it all. I like it all. And I think he's a great guitarist, but I need to listen to more. Definitely. Did Adam Jones really work on those movies? That's all. Yeah, he did. He actually did. He did. He was doing like not special effects, but he was creature designs. He helped design, well, sculpt. I don't think he does. He wasn't designing, but he would be doing some sculpting here for certain creatures and that. Check that out on his. Yeah, you can check that out on his IMDb and stuff for sure. So Jeff Beck, Blow by Blow is for me the essential guitar album. I need to get that. Yes, 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 yes. I need to get that. I never heard that yet. Again, there's so much. There's still so much music I need to catch up on, and I'm still going through that list of recommendations. I have a lot of recommendations, so much to get through, and I still want to make a video about that eventually once I get to it. It still might take a little while. There's so much I got recommended that I'm trying to get through. Gilmore is feeling. How many solos can you hum along to? I love that. I I love that quote from Ace Frehley. Ace Frehley has said that the best solos are the ones that you can hum to, and Gilmore is one of the best. Yeah, I agree with that, and I love Ace Frehley solos. Like all those solos that Ace Frehley did for Kiss, they're not spectacular. They're not, not full blown, but they're great. I mean, listen to Angus Young's solos on the Let There Be Rock concert, on anything from Let There Be Rock, like the live show. He back in the day, he couldn't miss a note. And you see him running around on stage, just going, and he's like, you look at Angus Young's fingers, and you're saying, how is he moving his fingers so fast and getting to those notes like that without missing? And it sounds exactly right. He was a virtuoso. Um, let's continue. A question that should be asked: which drummers do you like, Ginger Baker or Neil Peart? Neil Peart. Neil Peart was when he was alive, my favorite drummer. I like, not at first, like, but the more I had listened to Neil, and again. watching those drum solos, the drum solos on Russian Rio, the drum solo on R30 or R40 or Clockwork Angels tour, or his drum solos are so technical and so amazing. I pick Neil. I have to pick Neil over Ginger Baker. I don't know if I listened to enough Ginger Baker to really give an opinion on that. So yeah, it has to be Neil. Yeah, Ace Frehley, he does rock. I need to get his first solo album. I need to get Frehley's Comet. I have Second Coming, but it's not enough. It's not the one I really wanted. I need to get that song Fractured Mirror. The last song on that album, his first debut album, solo album. Okay, Angus don't have to be great technically. Just give a show. I saw Alice in Chains open for them when they were on Face Lift open for ACDC. Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Angus goes completely on feel. He does. He doesn't even think about what he's playing. He just automatically plays good no matter what he does. So yeah, I love Angus's playing. That's why I have to own all the ACDC stuff. But I find only in the early stuff. I there is a point in maybe like the mid '90s where Angus pretty much started replaying a lot of his own old notes. Like he was so innovative in 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 the Bon Scott years and in the early Brian Johnson years, still coming up with some amazing solos and some amazing technical stuff. But I find some of the albums, last 3 or 4, like there's more. They sound a little bit more of the. I mean, yeah, they still have some different lyrics and different arrangements, but there's nothing more that they offered. It's all the early stuff of Angus. I still love them all. I still love everything, but it's the early stuff. It's the early stuff from Angus that's the best stuff. Absolutely. All right. Anything else you want to ask me? Minutes. And I see every once in a while my screen going blank. I would say Neil Peart was probably influenced by Ginger Baker because Ginger was before him as well as Carl Palmer. Yeah, yeah, of course. Um, there's a lot of inspirations that Neil took. I mean, Buddy Rich was one of his favorites, so you can hear a lot of Buddy Rich in Neil's playing. What do you think about only selling music from the website like King Gizzard and what Larry did? Yeah, I have to agree with Larry on that. I mean, whatever I can get that's available, I will buy because I love King Gizzard. I love their music. I do think it's a shame, and I agree. I agree. I am disappointed in King Gizzard for not making it easier for fans to get their music. I don't think any band should hoard their music like that. If sometimes they'll hold on to an album and won't release an album for years that fans are 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 demanding for. They hold it and they just hold it. We'll wait to end up in the right time. We'll release it and we'll sell it for a lot and 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 make our money that way. And I don't know. I don't find that's right. I just yeah I disagree when companies and record because King Gizzard they own their own company, Flightless Records. They're not bound by a studio. They do whatever they want. But also remember what they did that with their new stuff of only buying it online. but at the same time, you have to give them some a hand for not Polygon Wonderland. That album, Polygon Wonderland, is is copyright free, 100%. You know, you're able to take that album and sell it. You can. It's 100% belongs to the people. You shouldn't even have to pay for it if you don't want to. You, yeah, you can take that and reproduce it and sell it as your own. They gave complete rights just to that album to the people. All right, so continue this. Another thing Roger Waters did, the Wall live in Berlin, 1994, in Germany when the wall came down. S- Scorpion, Cyndi Lauper, Van Morrison, a whole bunch of artists played on that live DVD. Yeah, I have seen that show. I have seen it. Haven't seen it on DVD. I saw it somewhere though. I know that I do remember seeing, and it was good. It was good. So, well, don't get rid of that. Yeah, okay. Potts, Drummers, Platts, I think. Potts, Drummer, Platts, I think. Um, Another thing, I'm not. I don't know what you're talking about with. Come on, where is it? Yeah, I'm not sure what you're talking about with Potts, Potts, Drummer, Platt. I think. Yeah, that. Yeah, I would like to get that. That was pretty good stuff. So, oh, Potsdamer Platz in Germany. I know what you're talking about. That's the place where they performed in Germany. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Come on, it's supposed to go on that comment. There we go. It's taking. Yeah, yeah. That's why I kind of figured the location. Yeah, it's taking so long to go over to the next comment. There's something slowing down my signal to my and it shouldn't be because, like I said, I'm in incognito mode. It usually helps because the last time I did my Alex area and Robert, I didn't have any problem with my feed at that moment. Everything worked perfect. So I'm not sure why it's everything dragging. I think I saw that wall show live on German TV in that year. Oh, most likely. I'm pretty sure I saw it on TV too. I'm pretty much sure I saw that on TV. So so it'd be worth watching that again. Yeah, definitely. If I do see that on DVD somewhere, because sometimes they sell secondhand DVDs of artists and that at Spin It, so I could probably, if I look often enough there, I probably will find that. I don't have any entertainment budget until at least my next paycheck, or I get my income tax in. So I haven't bought a new CD since last, not Friday that passed, but the Friday before that. So yeah. So we've been live for an hour and 28 minutes, 29 minutes. So I don't want to go yet. I know my stream is not smooth, but we'll go. I'll keep going. It keeps popping up a little right in the corner here for me. It keeps popping up a little square that says your signal is not strong, and reconnect your connection. It bogs out for a second. So I don't know what's doing that. I hate that it does that. So, oh yeah, okay. Let me see here. Yes, dumb American can't spell. Oh, I can be terrible at spelling too. Sometimes I'll put a word down and I'm like, and I know how to correctly, but my brain will just give me. Will, so yeah, I can get I can spell things wrong too every once in a while. It's all good. I forgive that. We're only human. We cannot be perfect, and we shouldn't try to be perfect. Just try to be uniquely weird as you want. I think that's what I love about life sometimes. It's the diversity. I think people should celebrate diversity and celebrate the differences rather than wanting everybody to be the same and like you. I think variety is the spice of life. Just treat people with respect, consideration, dignity, and you can like whatever you want to like. Can you can act the way you want to act. You can be however you want to be. If you're the only one that likes a certain band and nobody likes see, yeah, I'm not getting the best signal here, and every time my screen goes blank, it just I don't like it. So anything else? I only got 4 people watching at the moment. I had up to 8 to 10, so that was cool. But I know it's a Sunday night. It's a Sunday, and people have things to do, and I don't expect people to watch everything from me. So yeah, that's another thing I want to say. I don't expect people to watch every video that I put out. There's certain people I do try to watch every single video that they put out, but every once in a while it seems like, well, how did I miss that video? How did I miss this video? And then I try to catch up on everybody's videos. So there's a lot of channels I like to try to catch up on every video if I can. I'm just waiting for some more interaction, some more comments because I love talking. I love talking, and I'm kind of drawing a blank. What else to talk about? I could go back and talk about my 2 videos from yesterday, especially that Star Trek one. I just I'm I'm a little obsessed with that right now. That Star Trek video I made with the AI. That's for me. It boggles the mind. It boggles the mind how how much that bothers me. So so anything like that that you guys wanna mention and talk about, I'm ready. I'm ready for anything. I'm not getting any. Oh wait, is there? Oh, there is. Stupid me. I had to scroll down. It looked like I wasn't getting any. It looked like I wasn't getting any comments, but yes, there's some comments here. Hold on. Sorry about that. That's stupid me. Just didn't scroll down enough. Like I thought it was going to scroll down by itself, but it didn't. Okay, Morris, have you heard Joe Satriani, Eric Johnson, Steve I all live together called After Show No, but I do have there is a newer one that I want to get, but I do have these I'll have to show you. Where is it? Where is it? Is it here? Yeah. Yeah. For example, I have this see there's Satriani, Eric Johnson, and Steve Vai as in the G3. It's called G3. Yeah, G3. Live in concert. So this is awesome. I love this. This show here is also available on DVD, so you can watch that. I had borrowed that DVD off of somebody, so I did get to see the show of that, and which is awesome. So you should check it out if you have the chance. And if I ever see the DVD for this again, I am going to pick it up for sure. Most likely secondhand. I don't think I'll buy it brand new, but I'm sure I'll see it secondhand at one point for sure. All right. Um, let's see here. Come on. Next new CD of Ween. Oh yeah, I do want to get Quebec. See the one I want to get first from Ween. Well, any of them. If I see them, like there's nowhere around. I have to order them because if I would have seen them in the stores, I would have picked it up. I would have picked it up already. But I want to get Quebec. That would be the next one I want to get. Oh, come on. Was it on there? I thought it was on there. Yeah, next CD, Ween. Yeah, it would be Quebec. Definitely Quebec. Continue. Some put some patin on your Wi-Fi antenna, my friend. Patin. Yeah, yeah. We have patins up I love patins. I haven't had a good patin in a while. We have a on Main Street here. We have a restaurant dedicated to patins. Yeah, it's a really good place. I'll highlight them one day when I'm down in that area. Yes, that's the one I was talking about. Yeah, yeah, Quebec. No, sorry, Doug. You're talking about the Eric John, the Joe Satriani. Yeah, it's not called Lobster Show. That's why it kind of was somewhere else. It very well could be called that. So okay, and so let's continue. I'm clicked on to the next comment, but I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Come on. There we go. Did you play an instrument? And if not, which one would you and which music would you play? Ah, okay. I used to play. I had at two different times in my life. I did own a guitar, and I was learning it, and I was getting decent. I was getting decent, but at the time, stupid me, I was in the habit of pawning stuff at pawn shops and pawned it and wasn't able to get it out. So, and then after that second one, I just didn't bother getting a new guitar. But but I am happy with my little keyboards. I get this little one here, this Casio for for practice. But the Casio, my more professional Casio, set aside there in the box so it stays in perfect condition. And I bring it out maybe about once every 2 weeks to to tinker around with it because it has a lot more functions and it has a pitch bar on it, which I love. So inspired by Ron Mail of Sparks. So I'm loving what doing that. But if I could play music, I mean, as much as I love heavy metal and Tool and stuff, I would want to play more like anything between like Bell and Sebastian to that first Frank Black album I've been really digging lately. Um, anything that's interesting and cool, and I don't know, there's a lot of type of music I would love to play for sure. Eric Johnson, Cliff of Dover on Austin City Limits equals great, as well as that Stevie Ray Vaughan stuff on Austin City Limits is oh some of the best guitaring I've ever heard in my life. I I love Little Wing. Little Wing from that show from Stevie Ray Vaughan. Chef Kips. It's so like it's one of the most magical for me. It's one of the most magical guitar playings I've ever seen. Who doesn't wait until the next on? It's so hard there. Yeah, see, I go on to the. It's weird. I'm going on to the to the comment, trying to click on it, and it popped off the comment. Weird, weird. See, it's not letting me go on to the comment. Come on. See, weird. It weird. I lost connection and it muted my mic. It muted my mic. But I love Putin's too. See, I'm not having a good connection at all. I was so that's the thing that makes me the most nervous before starting a stream. It's not chatting with you guys. It's not knowing what to say or not to say. Is whether my stream is going to run smoothly or not. That's the only thing that stresses me out before I start a stream. The only thing. All right, let's continue. Morris, have you heard Steve I, Passion and Warfare? And he was in the movie Crossroads. Okay, okay. I'll show ya. There should be sound now. I mean, there was no sound before. Yeah, because it disconnected on me. It disconnected on me the microphone because it's again I'm having trouble keeping the stream going. It seems like it wants to cut out. Yeah, it's okay now. Let's go back to this. So, have I heard Steve I, Passion and Warfare? Oh yes, I have this special edition one here that also has a modern primitive on it. Plus, I also have it on my on this three disc box set. So there's also Passion Warfare here with with of course Sex and Religion and Love Alien Love Secrets. I have of course I have stuff with him with David Lee Roth. He's on this. He's on Eat 'em the Smile. He's on Skyscraper. I have that. I also have. I don't need that. I also have his this 36th anniversary edition of Flexible, which is awesome to have. I also have. I also have this compilation called the Seventh Song, which is all his seventh songs on his albums. I also have. I also have this the volume one of the Elusive Light and Sound, which has that Crossroads stuff on it. It has Crossroads stuff. And speaking of Crossroads, not only that, but have the I also do have the Ry Cooter stuff from Crossroads. I just need to get the movie now, which my brother now owns on DVD. So, but I would like to have this myself. And I also I also have I also have this Stillness in Motion live in LA. So it's a two disc two disc special. Yeah, just to say I do love I do love Steve Vai, and I'm really into him. And of course, he's in that too. So yeah, Steve Vai is awesome. Awesome. We aren't going to judge you over tech stuff. I know how hard it is to have your own channel. No, I appreciate that. Yeah, tech stuff is sometimes it's just it's the worst. It's the worst. It's not dependable. Like again with my bicycle, I need a functional, reliable bicycle that's going to get me to back and forth to work year round. That's when it comes to technical stuff, yeah, I'm not the most versed in that, and I if I'm going to have any problems with anything, it's always with the technical stuff. Almost always. Yeah. So, but Steve Vai, yeah, I love Steve Vai, absolutely, for sure. And Joe Satriani. I got stuff from Joe Satriani too, and then some. Uh, from Joe Satriani, I got I got I have this of Joe Satriani. Well, of course I have that. Right. Wait. I have this of Joe Satriani. I have uh, I have five of these classic albums from Joe Satriani, and I have five of these albums in a box set from Joe Satriani. So I have 11 albums from Joe Satriani, and yeah. so yeah, I want more. I do want more Joe Satriani and Steve Vai if I can find them, but I pretty much have the essential stuff right there. All right. He was also in Frank Zappa band. Oh yes, I know he is. Speaking of that, let's get that out. Speaking of that, I was so happy when I got a gift from one of my other subscribers, Robert Harris, has sent me some Frank Zappa Halloween albums. Okay, and thankfully Steve Vai is on this one. He's featured on this one, the Halloween '81 Frank Zappa. So I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled that I have some Frank Zappa with Steve Vai in it. So yeah, yeah. So yeah, yeah. I've been a big fan of Steve Vai for a long time. Basically, quite honestly, I discovered Steve Vai with Flexible. That was the first thing I ever heard of Steve Vai, the first record, and basically seeing the album cover on the shelf. Didn't see any videos of him, didn't see anything else, but I remember the guy behind the counter was really talking highly of this, very highly of this, and said, "Yeah, you need to check it out. It's the weirdest album I ever heard," he was saying. And at the time, the first time I played this, heard this, it was the weirdest album I had ever heard at that moment. And I was hooked. I was hooked. And then Passion and Warfare. And that then I was hooked much more. I need I need to try to get into Dream Theater. I just haven't been able to connect with them. The things I've heard from them so far, it just I don't know. I'll try some other stuff from them, but they have a DVD of them doing Dark Side with the original equipment, the huge 8-foot analog synths with 1,000 patch cables. Really cool. That would be kind of cool. That would be a cool thing to watch. And yeah, I need to really try to listen to more Dream Theater. I haven't played much of Dream Theater, if at all, but I have heard a little bit here and there, and it just didn't attract me. It just didn't. What I heard wasn't really exciting enough for me, or good enough for me. But I'll try. I'll try to sample some more stuff from Theater to see if I like it or not. All right. So I'm going to I'm going to keep going live for another 12 minutes, and I'm going to slowly start winding down here. I think we had a decent a live stream today. Not one of my better ones, but not one of my worst ones either by a long shot. What I need to do next time is to add, schedule it earlier. Make sure that make sure that I have a little bit more topics to talk about. I'll send you a link. Yeah, that'd be great. That'd be cool. Yeah, absolutely. Morris, have I heard Fear Factory Obsolete doing a cover of Cars by Gary Newman? I have not heard that in a long time. I am aware of it. I don't remember how it sounded, but I do remember they did that, and I do remember hearing it, but I just completely forgot how it sounds. But I would love to check it. I'm going to check that out for sure because I do love that song. I have it on a compilation. I do have a compilation of Gary Newman. So yeah, that's all good for sure. But yeah, Fear Factory. I do remember liking them. I like their album covers, especially there's one in particular I really liked from Fear Factory. But that would be a band I wouldn't mind looking more into. Also, are you interested in winter sports like Olympia? And are you skiing by yourself? I don't do any sports. I am not a sports fan whatsoever. I don't like watching sports. I don't necessarily like playing sports. I mean, I don't mind playing soccer. Soccer's okay. Um, a friendly game of baseball is fine. I don't mind that either. But when it comes to sports, now, unfortunately, I'm not. I appreciate people who are into sports and like it. I have nothing against sports. I think it's a good activity and pastime for people. It can be pretty harmless unless you're a psycho for your team and if they lose, you're wrecking the place. And unless it goes too far. But if you're a fan of a team, and I have no problem with that. But no, unfortunately, I'm just not into sports. I appreciate I appreciate them, but yeah. Anything else before I let people go? Before I let you all go? Like I said, I've been going for 2 hours now, and my stream isn't the smoothest, so I see it cutting out on me every now and then. So yeah, I've been going for 2 hours, and I will be going live again as soon as I can. The next time I go live, I like to try to do it in a different venue, not here, but be outside somewhere walking around. If I have to go live with my phone, I might try to go live with my phone. Like I've done it a couple of times and so on. So, oh, absolutely. Ask away. That's what I'm here for. So, what's your question? Yeah. So, yeah, I got your. This is you. This is you on. There's you sending me some stuff, Chris. So there's that. The Dark Side of the Moon Dream Theater Live. Yeah, they use the original animation from the original tour. Yeah, I'm gonna heart that, and I will be checking that out. Absolutely, 100% for sure. So just give me time to do that, and yep. Back. All right, all right. So what's the average rainfall from the Amazon basin? I don't know. Yeah, thank you. But that's an interesting question. How would I know that? I don't know that. Yeah, I thought so. I thought so. It's all good. Like when I see a question like that, I'm like, what? Well, how would I know? No, no, I have not. But I'll check that out too. Pig Destroyer Natasha on DVD. Oh, actually, my drawing is good. Is actually there's something I was trying to figure out how to do because when you're working with pencil crayon, and if I wanted to do there's something I wanted to do. Okay, I can't show you because it's going to be a surprise for when Larry shows you. But I am working on drawing Larry Graves' cats. His and it's been taking a little bit too long for me. I'm kind of not happy with myself that it's taking so long. But the technique I'm using is so hard to do, right? But what I figured out, what I can do, where did I put those? Uh, I had bought down here. I put that somewhere, and I need to find that. Oh, I know where. Right here. Okay, I have these. I have these multiple, multi-use labels. It's just so what I'm trying to do. Okay, with the picture of the cats. The cats have whiskers, right? These white whiskers that are hard to draw on because I have you would have to do it on top of over the pencil crayon, and I'm trying to do the fur. I'm trying to do the fur pattern, right? But I figured out that if I take these right and very carefully, and I've tried some samples. I have this kit here of these Exacto knives, right? Whole bunch of Exacto knives. I can use the Exacto knife to draw to cut out a very thin strip and because it's paper and once it's on there, it's permanent. Fully to very carefully stick on the whisker on top of the picture and and it will look like the whiskers. It will actually look like whiskers. It was bugging me for a while. How am I going to do the whiskers? That was one of the biggest. And just yesterday, when I was at the day before yesterday, when I was at Dollarama, I see these multiple labels, and I'm thinking, will they work? Will they work? And yes, they work. I was able to get a really thin enough strand to make it work. So yeah, yeah, I'm happy with that. So I'm still working on it. I'm still working on it. Again, I don't want to show anybody because sometimes I hate showing people work in progress because it doesn't give it justice. Yeah. Oh, see, I already answered that question. Okay, it's on Relapse Records. Oh, okay. Pig Destroyer. Yeah, Pig Destroyer, Natasha on DVD. Oh yeah, good to know. I'll be checking it out like I do everything. Yeah, because if I show it, and I want, I don't want to show it because I want Larry to be surprised when he sees it. He can look away and look but yeah, I'll be working on it tonight. I worked on it a little bit yesterday. I'll be working on it tonight for sure. Do I have it? Do I have any? No, I don't. I used to have a couple of cats a long, long while ago, and you know th- that was yeah, that was a while back, and yeah, I'm not going to go into that, but I loved my one of the pets one of the pets ran away because when I was younger, I had a beautiful cat that I named Sly, named after Sylvester Stallone because he was so muscular at the time. But I called him Sly, and he was all gray, and I moved into a place where I couldn't I couldn't bring the cat, so I brought him to my parents. They had lots of woods in the back and stuff, but it was a house cat. It wasn't meant to like he was he was raised in the house. So once my I brought him up to my parents, I told them, "Don't let the cat out. Don't let the cat outside. He's a house cat." But they let him outside. He ran away, never to be seen again. So it was like, ah. So yeah, that was sad. I still need to listen to Straubing Bristles. They're on my list, and they're the few next ones on the list that I need to get to. But they're on the list of my recommendations. I do have a list, and I am going through them slowly. slowly, but they are on the list. All these I will eventually, at one point, give some reviews and and when I like something, you'll probably hear it by me showing you that, hey, this was part of the recommendations. I ended up buying it, and thus and so forth. So look forward to stuff like that. Again, it may not come right away, but I will get to these recommendations, and I will give and I will give reviews and ratings on that stuff. I do need cat. I do need cats anymore. I am a cat. Oh, you don't need cats anymore. You are a cat, yeah, because you are a cat lover, music and cat lover. The day I came home from my first cancer surgery, I wanted to see my dog. Called to him. He ran across the road and got hit. Oh, yeah, I totally was rethinking life at that moment. Yeah, I would too. Accidents can happen so quickly and unexpectedly, especially with that go outside. The world can be so dangerous, even to us sometimes. So that's sad. That's sad. I don't want to end on a bad note. Let's. Also, my birthday was February 10th. You're 70. You're 70 years old. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad you like I'm glad you like my content at 70. That's great. I'm glad I'm reaching the older audiences that they enjoy my stuff. That's important. I want to like my content. Again, it's always about trying to spread peace, love, and joy and positive energies in the world. That's what I'm here for. So happy belated birthday for sure. So and many more, of course, for sure. I had turned 55 in January 7th. Had 42 staples in your stomach lying on top of them. Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, at least you had your chance to mourn, for sure. Yeah, well, no, it happens. I'm not. Don't be don't be too sorry. It's okay. It's life. It's all right. I for a little over 2 hours now. I think I'm going to wind down because I want to eat something and I have some projects I want to do. I'm not making a video today. I want to make a video tomorrow, but I don't think I'm going to have the time. I might have to leave a little earlier to get to work because I don't have a bike, and if I walk part of the way, I don't have to waste as much money taking a cab the rest of the way. So I might have to leave a little earlier to get to work on time because my bicycle has a flat tire. But I have everything I need to fix it. So once I get to work, I'll be able to fix it, and then I'll have my bike back. But yeah, anyway, I am going to let you all go, and I want to thank everybody that came in and out of the stream tonight and today, and yeah, I want to thank you, thank you. I just kind of hope next time that we chat that we can make it even more interesting. I really want you guys to get the best entertainment and the best that you can from me. So I rate this on my part, 100% only on my part. I rate this live stream maybe a 6.5 out of 10. My last stream I would give more of a 8 out of 10. My last stream was awesome. Has nothing to do with you guys. I find you guys are awesome. You guys are great. It I just wish I can bring more for you guys. Be more entertaining even. Morris, as a musician, I discuss these bands for a reason, and if you find any of these on CDs, bands I played in Radio Berlin, etc. Yeah. It's all your fault. No, no. No, no, no. It's not your fault. Again, my biggest bone of contention is just the stream and the signal and not running smoothly enough. That's always my biggest concern. Not you guys. You guys are awesome. Even when you get a little sad, it's all good. So DT Merrill's narcotics in the airport. DT Merrill's narcotics in the airport. Mm, See, I should be writing a lot of this down, but I haven't. I wasn't. Okay, wait. That one there, I'm not going to remember that. I will be replaying this live chat a little bit later. Looking for a pen so I can write this down right here. Right. Yeah, I don't want to forget this. DT Merrill's narcotics in the airport. See, I won't remember that. Some of the other ones I will, but I won't remember that. So I have to write it down. Well, I didn't know about that. Well, I didn't know it until last night. Oh, okay. All right. I get you. Okay. So, also the drills on Ballbuster Records. The drills. Okay. Okay. So much to check out. So much to check out. And but I gotta get to throbbing gristle. I do have to get to throbbing gristle for sure. Okay, I am done. I am done here. So everybody, thank you for joining me on my live stream. If you're watching this after the fact, after I posted it, thank you also for showing up and checking it out. If you made it this far in this watching it after the fact, I commend you and thank you dearly. I know for some of you that probably won't be that easy, but I appreciate every single one of you out there. And so so I'm saying my goodbye. You want to say I'll give you an extra 3 4 minutes there, and then I'll let you go. So and everybody, okay. So everybody, I'll see you the next time I'm doing this, and I'll see you watching my videos. And so if you are here watching this after the fact, go watch some other videos of mine too. I don't think you're going to be here that quite that long. I'm surprised. You let me know if you watched everything. If you're watching this after it's posted, and I love you all. I love you all, and I will be doing this as many times as I can in the future. Like I said, I want to be going outside and filming in different environments and going live in different places. I don't want to just keep in here all the time. You guys are important to me, and I love you all. And okay, everybody, be safe. Take care. I'll see you on the flip side. And please, everybody, have a great day, evening, morning, night, or afternoon, wherever you be. Signing out.